Page 21, Sleepyhead. At the top of the page, introducing another symbol for you to now know forever and ever. It's another accidental. It's called a sharp sign. It looks kind of like a hashtag or a pound sign or a number sign, depending on what generation you're from. It works the same way as a flat sign or a natural sign. It's an accidental, except now, instead of going down, remember flat went down, the sharp goes up. Just the next note on the piano, white or black. So forget the book for a minute. Let's look at the keyboard. Let's say we have an A. If we want an A sharp, I'm going to go up one key, white or black. Up is this way. So up would be here. That is an A sharp. A sharp. If I have an F and I want an F sharp, I go up one key, white or black. If I have a B here and I want a B sharp, one note, white or black. I know it's a C. It's also a B sharp. Remember, when flats, I could go here for a C flat, I go down. Well, here I can go up from a B, I can go, here's a B sharp. This going up, well, that would be an E sharp. It's also an F. Remember, all the keys on a piano have multiple names, but we'll get there. Don't worry about it. The black keys have multiple names. For instance, if I have an A and I want an A flat, I go down one key, white or black. If I have a G and I want a G sharp, I go up one key, white or black. So that note is either an A flat or a G sharp. Same note on the piano. Technically, it's not exactly the same pitch, but as far as tuning piano goes, that's the best we can do. It's the same note. And the rule for sharps is the same as the other accidentals. It's good from that point on for the rest of that measure for that staff. It has to appear in front of the note, just like the other signs did. Let's look at Sleepyhead in the first measure. You have the C, and the E, and the G, and then an F sharp. So since fourth finger's on the F, I'm going to use fourth finger on the F sharp. Here. It's only good for that measure now, so if the next measure had an F in it, that would be a natural. But and that's sharps. So that's three of the most common accidentals there are. There are others, but they don't happen very often. These three, the flat, the natural, and the sharp sign, are the most common. You will see those a lot. Let's look at Sleepyhead. It's 2 lines long. Again, at the end of the line, the second line, thicken the last bar line, so it's a thin and thick bar line, not too thin. Treble and bass clef. There's no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key is C major, 4/4 time signature. So take it one hand at a time because the hands are playing together here. So the right hand starts here. You don't need any of these other finger numbers. You need to know where to put the hand, and when it comes to the F sharp, you're going to use the same finger as the white key. I wouldn't put in a finger number on an accidental unless it was some other finger. So it's like if I had to use 5th finger or 3rd finger or something, then I would put in the number. But as long as it's going to be the same one, I wouldn't put in a number for that. So you only need the 1, and that's it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 8th notes, 2 and 3. Second measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Get the idea? You go through, work out the right hand, and then the left hand, when it comes in, the second finger, we're still in this position. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, isn't this fun? And the last measure, it's a C, you gotta reach down to the C. And eventually, you want to get where you can feel that, what that feels like. Here, eventually, you want to get there. So it'd be nice to play this piece without looking at the keyboard too. You might have to look at first to see, get that note, but eventually you want to do it. Put the hands together. Well, in the third measure, they come together here. And here. Hold the right hand down. It's a whole note, and then the right hand goes on. And then the last 2 measures, it's almost the same thing, except in the last measure, it's here. That's all. Once you have the hands together, then you go back through it and get rid of the hesitations, so it's a steady beat throughout. And then we'll think about the interpretation. Natural accents, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I exaggerate them so you can hear them better, but you just want to feel them. You don't exaggerate them. Let the wrist collapse a little bit if you have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So forth. And then the phrasing, I kind of did the phrasing. You can follow the commas if you want to, and every 2 measures. Lift up. Lift up. Here, the second line, second measure, those 2 quarter notes at the end. There's a phrase there, lift up. So that's a little trickier there. So the second line is lift up. So it helps to go a little slow on that one. Then bring out the melody. Here it's in the right hand all the way through. I'm going to play the melody that loud. I want to play this left hand very soft. So the left hand's very light, and the right hand's heavier. I wish they'd be giving the melody to the left hand a little more so you can practice the left hand playing heavy and the right hand playing light, because you got to be able to do this in both hands. Anyway, when you feel you're ready and you think you have it learned, then play along with me. Let's check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to bring out the melody. I'm going to play both hands about the same. I want you to hear all the notes. So I'll give us 4 counts. So let's play it together slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. And 4, and.